Yeah, so in my previous post, I was saying about a Udemy course I was following, namely learning Python for data analysis and visualization, and that's been really cool. So one thing it's taught me that I didn't know about was here, let me tidy this up a sec. Let's get rid of all that rubbish off the screen. Okay, so yeah, one thing it taught me was you can just, from the Anaconda prompt, run Jupyter Notebook by typing in Jupyter Notebook. And what that's going to do is hopefully open a web browser with a local instance of Jupyter Notebook. There we go, it's doing it now. It's been a long time, but I can do a new notebook, for instance. Select a kernel. In this case, I'm just going to go for Python 3. And basically, that enables me to input Python commands. So let's go for the print hello world example, I think. Sorry. And there you have the output from that command. Okay. So that's kind of cool because now I can just go and save this file, this Vic Oven workbox, and I could share it with you. Like I'm not going to because, actually I will. I was going to say I'm not going to because it's a trivial example, but let's just go and save it so I can show you. We'll call it super trivial. Save. Yeah, so now if I go file open, it's just going to show me my local file system, and there it is, the super trivial notebook. And now I can send it to you and share a problem I'm having with you and troubleshoot and blah blah blah. So that's cool. And it's also cool because it allows me to learn reasonably advanced data analytics concepts without having to install a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to see it working for now. I mean, it's just what I'm trying to say is it's a very quick way of getting up and running and sharing stuff. So what we could do is very quickly import the NumPy library as NP, and then we could import. These are just like the standard data analytics libraries. It's all in the Udemy course, but I'm just doing this very quickly to demonstrate a cool concept to you. Don't worry if you don't know it, it just shows how you can very quickly get up and running with Jupyter Notebook just to get the idea of something. It would help if I could spell pandas properly. And then we're going to say, we're going to import the data frame on its own, so we don't have to keep typing out pandas all the time. Cool. Run that. Okay, little syntax error there. Great. Need to put a comma in, sorry. Oh dear. Great. And then what we can do is we can use a web browser. So in Python, that will just allow us basically to go to a website. So we need to say what website we're interested in. So we'll create a little website variable, and we'll say the Wikipedia page about the Monaco Grand Prix results say. Okay, now we can open that website by saying web browser.open. And we can pass in the URL we just created, the Monaco Grand Prix results. Okay, so if I run that, it should open up a website, although it doesn't because I can't spell the library name correctly. So if I correct that spello, that should work. Okay. So there you have it. You probably just saw it opened up that web page that I specified. That's cool. So now on that web page there's some data. So I'm just going to scroll to that. So these are the drivers with the most wins at Monaco. So I am just going to copy the first few rows and do Control C. Okay. So now what I could do is go back to Jupyter Notebook, and what Pandas does, this is really cool. Remember we imported it as PD, but it can read whatever is currently on the clipboard. And since I just did a Control C and copied that data, it is on the clipboard. So we need to do create a new object, or we'll call it Monaco winners. Equals pandas or pd dot read clipboard, I think. Okay. And then after it's done that, we can just say right, just display what Monaco winners currently holds, which you would expect to be the contents of the clipboard. Okay, let's run that. Hopefully that'll work. Apparently I can't spell today, so it'll be clipboard run and Monaco winners. Bear with me. Okay, let's try that. That's funny, it just returned me an empty result set. Let's go in. Try that again. Copy, we did copy this time. Okay, now it's in the clipboard. We should just be able to run that again. And there we have it. Maybe I didn't copy it or something. Yeah, I think it's got slightly confused there because the years are separated by a comma. But straight away you can see how powerful that is. So yeah, before I finish off here, let's just try a slightly different data set. So this guy, constructors, that won the World Championship, I think. We'll do the same thing. Copy. And then we will rerun the bit. I'll rename the variable and rerun that. So we'll just call it constructor champions. So again, that'll read what's in the clipboard, and then we're going to output it. I don't actually have to rename it, but it's less confusing that way. So we'll run this again. Did the same thing it did last time. We'll just make sure we've copied it. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe there's a little glitch there. Let's do that again. Run. There we go. That looks better. Okay. So we've just created a data frame called constructor champions. If I want to, I can just ask that data frame what columns are available to me by just saying the data frame name dot, funnily enough, columns. Run that. There we go. So there we have the year, the driver, the constructor, and the report. So if I want, I could just ask the data frame for a particular column that it knows about. So for example, let's go with a constructor. And it should list all the different constructors. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to go on and on and on, but that's a very we're building up very rapidly to manipulating data sets, and I can just use this Jupyter notebook as I'm learning. So there you go. There's a couple of cool things about it.